to Amy as April Secretary for the roll call.
Hi everyone. Sorry. Thank you, Chair, for the floor. Hi everyone. So as usual, I'll be calling out your association name. So please raise your hand or a voting card to indicate that you are here. Okay. So next, India. Thank you. Ismakati, Indonesia. Thank you. APS Japan. Thank you. Insector, New Zealand. Thank you. HIC PHA Philippines. Thank you. Native Republic of Korea. Thank you. USPS Singapore. Thank you. And Insect Thailand. Thank you. SAC is in India, SAC. Thank you. BMFUI Indonesia. Thank you. BMFF Indonesia. Thank you. BMKMFA UNPAD Indonesia. Thank you. BMKMFA GM Indonesia. Thank you. BMFUSC Indonesia. Thank you. HMF APICB Indonesia. Thank you. UFA Philippines. Thank you. And PSA Taiwan. Thank you. So that means we have 8 full members present and voting, and 10 members in the association present. Strength of the House is 12 votes, so 7 is required for simple majority, 9 required for 2/3 majority. I pass the floor back to you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Amy. Do we have a proposer and seconder to remove standing orders? Proposed by IPSF APRO Philippines, seconded by IPSF Indonesia. We will now be putting it to a vote. For those against the procedural motion, please raise your voting cards. I see none. Motion passed unanimously, and we will now reach standing orders. This RA is now in order. We will now be proceeding to the next motion, motion number 42, which states that it is the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of UOP MSU Myanmar for 2022-23. So UOP MSU Myanmar was not able to send a delegation to APPS and RA, but I believe we do have their annual report passed to IPSF APRO, so we will be showing them at the projector. Please give us a few seconds to fix the technicals, but you can also find it in your drive for the annual report of UOP MSU Myanmar. Okay, so the presentation slides for UOB and Mr. Myanmar is now up on the screen. Okay, thank you. At this point, we want to assess the assembly, if they are okay with proceeding to opening the floor to an open discussion. Please raise your motion cards. If yes, please raise the green card. If no, please raise the red card. Okay, I see all green. You may now put down the motion card and we will be proceeding to the open discussion. For any comments, please put it in the speakers form and I can keep. We are having some technicals with Wi-Fi, so if you are having a technical, you can use the physical computer. Okay, we have a few more seconds for new comments. You put on the screen. I see there discussion. And it will be motion 42, which says that this IPSF Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of UOPMS Myanmar for 2022. All those voting against, please raise your voting card. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those voting for, please raise your voting card. Okay, I see. Results are out. We have 12 voting for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. Congratulations to UOPMS Myanmar. Motion carried unanimously. We are now moving on to the next motion, motion 43, which states that this benefit IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of FOP Nepal for 2022 to 23. Again, the delegation from FOP Nepal was not able to go to RA and ABPS, but they have submitted their annual report, which will be shown to you at the projector in front of you. Okay. Okay, so at this point, again, I want to assess the floor if you are okay with opening the floor for discussion. Please raise your motion cards, green for yes and red for no. Okay, I see all green. We will now be moving to the open discussion. If there are any new comments, please use the speaker form, or you can also use the physical one. Okay, we have a few more seconds to expect new comments for this motion. Okay, I see no new comments. I am now closing the floor for discussion, and we are now voting on this motion. Motion number 43, which states that is the 25th IPSF APRO Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of APRO being above for 2022. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those voting abstain, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those voting for, please raise your voting cards. I see 12. Results are in. We have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. Congratulations, APRO being above. Motion carried unanimously. We have a procedural motion from Kenya, Republic of Korea. Scrutiny, but you can give them a Republic of Korea.
Report is Australia. So it's something about this section, but so looking at the agenda, I think so after Kazakhstan and before Nepal, Myanmar is missing. So I think if there needs a text to this solution, yes, just mentioning the other views there.
Okay, thank you. Can I confirm the procedural motion? What's the procedural motion being proposed? Or was that a bonus information? Whatever. Okay, thank you. I will just be referring to the motion committee. Please give us a few more minutes. We're just checking the motion.
I think the presentation to the previous is then that to not.
No, this is yeah, the very open. Right? The unique motion all that together.
That was the main points. Yeah, that's what I think. That's not probably the only way. They have to vote against. And then- Yeah.
Okay, I'll just go back, answer your question from Kenyan Republic of Korea. So according to the standing order to the official documents of IPSF, if ever there is something like this, we can have a motion to reconsider a motion. So I'll just read it word for word. Under Article 4.1.6.g, a motion to reconsider a motion. If the motion to reconsider is passed, the original motion will be redebated and re-voted upon. A procedural motion to reconsider the motion may move to reject from a member of the meeting who was present during the voting on the motion in question or takes it. For this motion to pass, I think there is majority as defined in Article 7.2. So I think when it comes to this motion, the assembly is free to reconsider the motion on approved agenda to the approved agenda, and then during open discussion, it can be debated, and then once voted upon, the assembly can vote to have it for, against, or abstain. And then in the event that it is not carried, we can have a motion for the regional working group to submit a revised agenda within a specific amount of time. 10 minutes or 15 minutes can be considered. So that's one of the options that we have now, considering the current scenario we have. Yeah, so to repeat it, a procedural motion can be passed by the official delegate who was present during the voting on the agenda, so that we can reconsider the motion on the agenda. And then in the case that when we are when we are redebating and revoting upon the agenda that was passed during our first session, if it is not carried, the assembly can have another motion. We can submit another motion for the regional working group to submit a revised agenda that considers UOP, MSU Myanmar, and other aspects of the agenda that can be revised. So if we want to revise, we need a proposal from the assembly for the procedural motion to reconsider the motion on the agenda that was passed. So we have a procedural motion by Kenach Republic of Korea.
Reconsider. Reconsider agenda.
So if ever we are reconsidering the motion of the agenda, we will read the official delegate to mention that we are requesting a procedural motion to reconsider the motion on the agenda. I require reconsideration. Yeah, I'm sorry, we just had a clarification from FTC.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Moses from the PC Division. So we are actually debating on whether to revisit the previously approved association, or we are debating about the previously approved agenda. Thank you.
Thank you, FTC Philippines. So I believe the discussion now is we are looking at revisiting or reconsidering the motion on the agenda, not the previously passed member organization. So can I confirm with the proposer of the procedural motion, we are asking to reconsider the motion of the agenda. Okay, if we can have any please from the proposer.
Thank you for the 14 hours for Vijay for 14 hours. To ask for reconsideration of motion in
Can I clarify, are we reconsidering the motion that passed the agenda? Yes. Okay, thank you. Do we have a seconder for the procedural motion, seconded by FJCPHA Philippines? We are now opening the floor for discussion for the procedural motion. Apologies, we will be showing this as well on the parliamentary system, so we can wait for the parliamentary system to clarify some of the wordings involved in the procedural motion.
Oh, no, I'm here, I'm here.
Okay, we have a point of information from Yatu Chong who did pass it.
Chair, we're also sorry for this, right? So a little bit of procedure that in order to be followed. So the current procedure motion that is for the member organization to propose and second, if you guys want to procedure motion to add an additional item into the agenda, which has been accepted and adopted in motion 5. Yeah, so that will be the procedure motion to resolve the current issue right now. Thank you. So we are doing this really because we can no longer revisit we can no longer reopen the agenda item, the motion that accepted the agenda. Therefore, so cannot reopen, so can
Okay, sorry, I'll be adding more information. So if we go back to the wording of motion 5, actually on the agenda, it states that once that motion has been achieved, it cannot be reviewed. So we cannot accept the residual motion. But with what we can do, if we are looking at the agenda, we can have someone pass a motion. We can have someone pass a motion for the regional working group to submit an updated agenda, and then we can vote on that updated agenda. Yeah. Yep, so if we are looking at the agenda again, if we want the agenda to be revised, we need an official delegate to submit a motion for the regional working group to submit an updated and revised agenda. Maybe we have yes. We have a comment from Vijay. Can you answer about the Korea? So to confirm, the motion we're looking at now is not considered a procedural motion, but motion is to be passed by the assembly without it being a procedural motion. So if we are considering the motion being discussed right now, I believe it falls under a comment instead of a procedural motion.
Thank you for Vijay. So I was it will be possible for our duty to submit a revised agenda, including UPNSU. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Republic of Korea. Can we confirm if you would like to have this in a set time limit, such as 10 minutes? Would you like to give the regional working group a time limit to submit the revised, such as 10 minutes? Okay, thank you. Do we have a seconder for the motion? Seconded by FJC for the notes. Please give us a few seconds. We will just be adding this in the motion. Thank you.
Should we take down the projection? Or okay lang. Yeah, it's stated. Sorry.
Okay, so we have the motion up on the screen right now. So I'm reading the motion. We are now considering the motion that states this: the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly mandates the IPSF APRO to resubmit an updated agenda for the 25th IPSF APRO Regional Assembly within 10 minutes. This updated agenda shall be followed instead of the previously approved agenda. proposed by China's Republic of Korea and seconded by IPSF Philippines. The floor is now open for discussion. Okay, we have a few more seconds for new comments. I see that there are no new comments. I will now be closing the floor for discussion, and we will now be voting on this motion. All those against the motion, please use your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please use your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. Okay, I see 12. You may now put on your voting cards. Results are out. Voting results have 12 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. Motion carried unanimously. If there are no objections, we will be having a 10-minute recess. If there are no objections, we will be having a 10-minute recess. I see that there are no objections. So we will be voting on, we will be asking if there's a proposal and secretary to suspend the standing orders proposed by IPSF Philippines and seconded by IPSF Philippines. We are now voting on this motion to suspend the standing orders. All those against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. Motion carried unanimously. We will now be having a roll call for this suspending the standing orders.
Thank you all. Sorry, thank you, Chair, for the floor. So I'll just go read out the association names. Please put your hand up to indicate you're here. So Max India, thank you. Ismabasi Indonesia, thank you. ABS Japan, thank you. Insetso New Zealand, thank you. JC PPHA Philippines, thank you. ANEX Republic of Korea, thank you. In USPS Singapore, thank you. PSAT Thailand, thank you. Sorry, it's in India, thank you. UI Indonesia, thank you. Benefit of Air Indonesia, thank you. Ben Kimba Indonesia, thank you. Ben Kimba EGM Indonesia, thank you. Benefit C Indonesia, thank you. HMF APITB Indonesia, thank you. UFA Philippines, thank you. And PSA Taiwan. Thank you. All present.
Okay, thank you. We are now in the 10-minute recess. Please go back to the assembly room by 2:20, and then we will continue our assembly. Thank you.
This is then you can what was the change?
I think to make it on basis like
We can
I guess the other yeah we
or
can,
is it what's
because and we want to like this sounds like based on a town. Not sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, no, I'm just thinking like regional crossing.
so cute, yeah. You want to stand with so election cost.
Yeah.
Election
That's a
So then you so we had this implementation.
But first, we will be having a roll call. I'll be passing the floor to Amy, APSF APRO Secretary.
Thank you. So just a reminder, please raise your hand or motion card, just when I call out your association name. So Max India, Ismakasi Indonesia, APS Japan, Indexo New Zealand, HJC Philippines, KNX Republic of Korea, INUSPS Singapore, PSAT Thailand, IPSF India, BMFF UI Indonesia, BMFF Air Indonesia, BMKIMPA Indonesia, BMKIMPA UGM Indonesia, BMF USD Indonesia, HMF APICG Indonesia, UFA Philippines, and PSA Taiwan. Thank you. So this, we have 7 full members present and voting. The strength of the House is 11 votes. 6 required for simple majority and 8 required for 2/3 majority. I'll now pass the floor back to the chair.
Okay, thank you, Amy. So we suspended the standing orders before. So can I have a proposer seconder proposed by FCTPG Philippines and seconded by NSEPS of New Zealand? We are now voting on this procedural motion to resume the standing orders. Is there anyone against this motion? Please raise your voting cards. I see none. Motion passed unanimously, and we are now resuming the standing orders. Okay, going back to the motions. So before we had a recess, we were looking at submitting an updated agenda point, which shall be followed instead of the previously approved agenda. So this will not be voted upon anymore, as the wording mentioned that this will be followed. But for everyone's guidance, I will be passing the floor to Amy as a paper secretary to explain the changes that were made to the agenda.
Thank you, Chair for the floor. This is Amy, IPSF APRO Secretary. So the changes that were made to the agenda is that we added in viewer MSU era to the annual reports of CPs. This is between Kazakhstan and Singapore. We also added in a couple of other points that we mentioned previously, which is the co-option of the chairperson of the Asia Pacific Pharmaceutical Symposium in 2023-2024, the co-option of the immediate past chairperson 2023-24. We also moved around the elections so that they are both one after the other, and also with the regional focus project after regional policy initiatives. This is to ensure that we include everything and also that everything will flow smoothly from where we are now to the end of our array. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. I just APRO Secretary. So we will now be going to the next motion for our under our agenda. So we are now on motion 45, which states that the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of APSA New Zealand for 2022-23. So before we proceed, I would like the motion form to be updated, please, on the number of voters. Okay, thank you. So the delegation from APSA New Zealand was not able to send a delegation to UPS or the Regional Assembly. Therefore, we will again be presenting the annual report to the Secretary. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So we would now like to assess the assembly. If you are okay with moving on to the open discussion, please use your motion cards. And if you would like to proceed to the open discussion, then you can. Okay, thank you, see me. You may now put on your motion cards. We are now moving on to the open discussion for this motion. If there are any new comments, please use the speaker form, or you can also use the physical link. A few more seconds for any new comments. I see there are none. We are now closing the floor for discussion, and we are now voting on this motion number 45, which states that the tentative IPSF APRO Constitutional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of apps in New Zealand for 2022. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those voting for, please raise your voting cards. I see 11. Thank you. Results are out. We have 11 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstaining. Congratulations to Apps New Zealand. This motion has been carried unanimously. We are now moving on to the next motion. Motion number 46, which states that if the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of JPPHA by Philippines for 2022 to 23. Again, the delegation for JPPHA by the Philippines was not able to be present physically in RA and also APPS. Therefore, we will be showing their annual report to the commission. Okay, so we will now be again assessing the floor. If you would like to move to the open discussion, please raise your green and motion cards yes, and red is no. Thank you. I see Majority Green. Can now put down your motion card. We will now be proceeding to the open discussion. If there are any new comments, please put it in the speaker form or please hear this about my. We have a new comment from Moises from FJC Philippines.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Moises of GCPJ Philippines. As some of you know, GCPJ Philippines is under the GCPJ Philippines. We're talking about the National Council. So they are part of our chapter universities in the Philippines. So as their National Council and contact person of the GCPJ Philippines, I can attest that the GCPJ Philippines have shown tried their best in order to uplift these mandates through their national and international projects this mandate. So with that, we would like to congratulate Chief Wichipai and for traveling this mandate. Unfortunately, Ella can't attend this assembly due to the necessary reason in her passport as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, FJC Philippines. The floor is still open for any new comments. Please put it in the speakers form if you have any of the physical paper. We have a point of information from Heidi IPSF APRO.
Thank you, Chair. This is Heidi IPSF APRO. With regards to Genocide Philippines, so actually, if you guys see the speaker code, we already allocated a speaker code to an official delegate of Genocide Philippines because the person already registered for APS 2023. However, as mentioned, due to some reason, she couldn't attend. But Genocide Philippines actually made a last-ditch effort to send someone else as an official delegate. But by the time they wanted to register, APS 2023 RC already finalized all the logistical requirements to welcome delegates. Hence why they couldn't send anyone as the ODs, but they have been actively participating and communicating with them.
Thank you, Heidi. Are there any new comments from the assembly? A few more seconds for the open discussion. I see there are no new comments. We will now be closing the floor for discussion. We will now be voting on this one, motion number 46, which is that the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report to contact person GBPJ by Philippines for 2022. All those against this motion, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. I see 11. Results are out. We have 11 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstains. Congratulations to GBPJ Philippines. Motion carried unanimously. Okay, we're now moving on to the next motion number 47, which states that the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of UPA Philippines for 2022 to 2023. We are now giving the floor to the delegates from UPA Philippines. Long press. Long press.
Thank you for the floor, Mr. Chair. Good day, I'm Vincent Venus from UPA Philippines, and I will be presenting on behalf of Luis Amores, our contact person. This will be the annual report of our organization. UPA, otherwise known as the University of the Philippines Pharmaceutical Association, is the premier local organization that represents the students of the UP College of Pharmacy. The UPA Student Council is the governing body of the students of UP College of Pharmacy and is the pinnacle of our organization. We currently have 506 enrolled members for both undergraduate and graduate programs of the college. The organization's objective is to serve as a steadfast embodiment and catalyst for solidarity among studentry, and we aim to both advance and safeguard the holistic well-being of every student. While its vision is to create a harmonious and capacitated college community where students stand united in the excellence of pharmacy education and practice. Meanwhile, presented here is the organizational structure with the president at the helm, with 5 executive members, the vice president, the secretary for internal affairs, secretary for external affairs, secretary for finance, and the college representative of the USC or the University Student Council, and consists of 10 batch representatives under internal affairs secretary. Now, moving on to the projects that were conducted throughout the school year, also shown in the slides are the outreach of the project, of each project. To start the year, Salubong, a freshly welcoming assembly, was held from August 29 to September 22 online to showcase the college, the student council, and everything freshmen need to know to upstart their college life. Following that is the virtual org fair of Salubong on September 30 to October 2, wherein it showcased the different organizations of the college in a series of interactive online events. Next is the IPSF Association visit held on September 10, wherein APRO representatives visited the Philippines to meet with the Philippine associations to enhance the IPSF knowledge of FJCPPHA member schools. Next. Beyond the Box, External Relations and Project Pitching is an external focused project held on October 8 to empower participants in this area. Furthermore, reconnecting an orientation on the Disconnect Drive and Trans system held on October 31 and November 4 via Zoom was held to orient the freshman students to the various student-led academic initiatives of the college. Next is Insights, a career building conference wherein the student council, in partnership with the college's RSA committee or the Return Service Agreement Committee, featured various webinars from CV writing to career paths in pharmacy and took place on November 12 to November 19. One of the major collaborations of UPA with other IPSF member organizations is the Health Advocate newsletter with JPSA Jordan, which tackled various topics relevant to the pharmacy practice. The outreach for this project, however, cannot be surveyed. Next up are the CP tutor sessions from a Chem making class, which is an initiative of the UPA SC to help aid students in their upcoming exams upon request. This was held on December 1, 2022 via Zoom. Next is the UPA Apps Scholarship that aimed to help subsidize aspiring Apps 2023 delegates with their expenses. This program spanned from January 26 to February 10 and includes calls for applications to the interview selection process. Another project series is UPA Statement Writings, where the organization writes various positions or statements regarding the stance of the organization regarding various societal issues all year long. Next is another online event held on November 5, 2023, the educational discussion on indigenous people and traditional medicine, which aimed to raise awareness among participants about the rights and current health condition of some countries' indigenous people and their health knowledge and systems. Next is the educational discussion on the children in the remote or online setup, which was also held on November 26, which showed the struggles of students in the new normal and shed light on the struggles and needs of said students. Another program is Tambayan Golinisco, which aims to ensure that the respective hangout tables of each college organization is well cared for in a clean and ordered manner. And last, one of the biggest offline projects of UPA, which also is Inspire Your Project, which returns after 2 years due to the pandemic, is the 8th Philippine Pharmacy Summit, held in a hybrid setup on March 4, which aimed to inspire and equip pharmacists and aspiring pharmacists to become advocates of professional and personal excellence. Of course, there are many more projects that UPA has held, but we don't have enough time, and their corresponding activity reports can be perused as soon as they are uploaded. We unfortunately do not have a student exchange program. In conclusion, the organization has returned to offline modalities at the start of the mandate, with many offline and hybrid projects conducted. Although we're limited in the quantity compared to previous years, which were fully online. Regardless, UPA was still able to produce projects that were timely, effective, and relevant to its members. With regards to activity reports, UPA submitted 16 as of last month, with a total of approximately 17 still under work and to be submitted. Lastly, on behalf of the organization and our contact person, we expect to continue implementing projects in the new normal setup and continue encouraging members to participate in local and international opportunities. As for the expectation on IPSF APRO, we expect that more fun and informative events are organized, especially as we shift to an offline setup, which is definitely more enjoyable and valuable to its members. Thanks. Thank you, and that is the annual presentation of UPA. I now give back the floor to the chair.
Thank you, UPA Philippines. We're now opening the floor for discussion. We have a new comment from Yoga from the United. Please raise your hand so that the mic.
Okay, Yoga Nanda from IPSF Indonesia. First of all, thank you for the wonderful presentation. I would like to ask about UPA having APS scholarship. You mentioned that what mechanism do you use to choose the grand receiver? Because we are also interested in implementing the concept on our faculties. Thank you.
Thank you, Member from Indonesia. So I will be passing the floor to UPA.
Thank you for giving the floor. This is Venus from UPA Philippines. So how the APS scholarship works is that we use the income from the APS Manila and then allocated that for 5 aspiring delegates for this year's APPS. So what we did, what our contact person did was he posted a call for to pass the curriculum vitae, and then there was a preliminary screening. After that, there was an interview with a sponsor. If you remember, the chairperson of the APS Manila, William Buhay. Yeah, he was our sponsor, and he would be included in the interview so that he can screen possible delegates for the Philippines this coming APPS. Yeah. I hope that answers your question. For now, I'll be giving the floor back to the chair.
Thank you, UPA Philippines. We have a new comment from Howard Secretary from PSA.
Hi everyone, this is Otero from PSA Taiwan. So my question is regarding APPS scholarship. I wonder if you have any specific key performance index for the scholarship holder. For instance, like do they have to participate in the events, or what kind of key performance index they have to fulfill to get a scholarship in the end? Thank you.
Thank you, PSA Taiwan. So I'll be giving the floor back to UPA Philippines to answer the question.
Thank you for giving the floor. Again, Vincent Venus from UPA Philippines. So the official delegates are actually the recipients of the APS scholarship. So we are required to submit a write-up in our school publication and submit a mini blog regarding our experience here at APPS so that they can see what we did, what's our experience, what we learned from this event. So this will also be used as like a promotional material for the next APPS for those who want to avail the APS scholarship next year. I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you, UPA Philippines. Now we have a new comment from Voices from FPJ Philippines. And for those who would like to add new comments, we would like to remind SFE to please use the speaker form and also use the microphone.
Thank you, Mr. Claire Moises, FGCPJ Philippines. Again, as the national organization for pharmacy students in the Philippines, I think I am the right position to say and to attest the hard work and determination and the successful projects done by the UFA Philippines. So we would like to thank you and your contact person Luis for the tremendous support they have shown to the GCPJ Philippines. And we will forever be grateful for the opportunity, the chance, and the help we got from People Philippines in establishing FGCPHA as the National Council or the National Federation for Pharmacy Students in the Philippines. We're forever grateful. Thank you.
Thank you for, thank you to FJC Picture. Do we have any other new comments from the assembly? A few more seconds for the open discussion. I see that there are no new comments. We will now be closing the floor for discussion, and we will now be voting on this motion, motion number 47, which states that the 25th IPSF Asia-Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of UPA Philippines for 2022. All those against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those for, please raise your voting cards. I see 11. Thank you. Result are out. We have 11 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstains. Congratulations, UPA Philippines. Voted carried unanimously. We will now be moving on to the next motion, motion number 48, which states that if the 25th IPSF Asia-Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of PSA Taiwan for 2022 to 23. So we are now giving the floor to the delegate from PSA Taiwan.
Sorry. So hello everyone, this is Emily and I'm the current CP of PSA Taiwan. And I'll be presenting the annual report of our organization today. So I'm a little bit nervous, so I'm gonna breathe, but I don't have asthma, so you don't have to worry about your life. So yeah, thank you for giving a chance of sharing our activities today. Thanks very much. Right. So brief introduction about our association. Our full name stands as Pharmaceutical Students Association of Taiwan. We joined IPSF in 2000 as member in the association. And so far we've come to 20th mandate. 9 pharmacy schools are consistent in our association. And we strive in strengthening our students nationally and internationally. Thanks. And here is a simple structure of how our organization's working group looks like. We have our executive board as our boss, and below we have our administration department, internal committee, and external committee. Thanks. All right, so now let's head straight to our events. First, we have our training department's activities. We combine leaders in training and public health campaigns together. We also held an event called Training New Trainers, which stands for TNT, for those who keep building their leadership ability. Thanks. And here we have our professional development departments. We held ISD and PSD as well, PSD, sorry, through both online formats and offline formats. Thanks. And here comes our public health departments. We have AMR campaigns in medical college and also promote no tobacco to university students. Thanks. Our pharmacy education department held pharmacist experience sharing sessions online and pharmacy career workshop for high school students, so they got to know better of pharmacy student daily life. Thanks. We also held collaborations with other domestic associations. For this one, the name indicates that we collaborate with medical and veterinary students to exchange different perspectives of views on medical issues by forming groups, and we also debate during the events. Yes. Yes, so then we start our international collaborations. First are some annual health events. We have East Asia Agreements online workshop with KNAPS and APS Japan. This activity has been held long ago from 2017, and we still enjoy a lot to them. Oh, wait. Sorry. So below it is the Mandarin events, which was offline this year and just ended in June 25th. It is also a long history event, which started first in 2018, but then we met COVID. So it keeps online until this year. Thank you, NUSPS, IPSA, and PSA for highly supporting throughout all these years. So for this activity, we invite Mandarin speaking students to come to Taiwan and have a 4-day trip. Thanks. Okay, so then come our new collaborations this year. The first one is IPSF APRO, which stands for the first Joint Asia Pacific Forum on Pharmaceutical Practices, held with FJCPHA, NUSPS, and PSA. So in this online workshop, we invited over 100 students to join and have 4 representatives to share their opinions on pharmaceutical issues. Thank you, Moses, for sending out the invitation. And so for the second project, it's called BOB, which stands for Breaking Our Borders, held with NUSPS, KNAPS, MyPSA, and TASI. We connect students to pharmacists in 5 organizations, and provide a platform for pharmacy career consultation. Thank you, NUSPS, for bringing up the brilliant idea. This event is still ongoing in this month, and we all really look forward to it. So for the third one, WET stands for World Environment Day campaign, held with BMF USD and MyPSA. We made a collaboration post on the environment issues and have published on June 5th, which is after I submitted this presentation, so not much information on this slide, but you may check the post on all our associations' Instagram accounts. There. Okay, so that is the student exchange part. Some updates for PSA Taiwan that we have created a new SAP Taiwan Instagram account, and you may check out for SAP in Taiwan. We also created a new evaluation form for selecting our students, and as the criteria is quite a lot of 50, but you may find it is below picture. So some challenges occurred in our SAP program. So as previous years, we didn't send out many students. We have really limited seats for our students this year. But as the official website also broke down, we faced quite some troubles at first, but fortunately all went well at last. Next. And here are some data for this year. We sent out 1 student to UK in which sorry, I typed the wrong word. It should be UK instead of US. And also received 9 students from Poland, Malaysia, Canada, Hungary, Spain, and Serbia in summer depth, while sending out 3 of our students to USA, Netherlands, and Slovenia. Our SAP tour will occur on August 26th to 27th. And for this mandate, we have held an online activity with Stanford University as the virtual deck. Next. Okay. So finally comes my final remarks. So the slogan for this mandate, we promote PSA and go beyond, as we want our associations to be connected with more students. We have published 5 activity reports and over 60 posts for international activity information. And the evaluation on our organization was that I think our committees are really
What you need for that?
Yes.
Can I access the floor? And we are allowing the extension to basic Taiwan. Thank you, Majority Dean. Basic Taiwan, you have
So the evaluation on our organization is that I think our committee are really great to embrace the upcoming challenges as we just met COVID. And Yeah, so everyone here included have put great efforts into our work to adjust to the challenges. So some future expectation would be that I expect our association departments to have more bondings with each other as amazing ideas would come out and form beautiful outcomes. And future expectation on IPSF APRO would be that keep the friendly relationship with association and we are really grateful for your support to each organization and really enjoy and appreciate the relationship formed in the previous years. So thank you for having our back whenever we felt miserable and guiding us throughout the mandates. Yeah, so that would be all for my annual report. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, PSA Taiwan. We're now opening the floor for discussion. If there are any new comments, please use the speaker form or use the install your. We have a new comment from Moises at JCPH Philippines.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Moises Random at JCPH Philippines. So on behalf of the Federation of Junior Doctors of Pediatric Pharmacists Association at JCPH Philippines, we would like to extend our deepest congratulations and appreciation to PSA Taiwan for collaborating with us this mandate. And thank you, the executive board through Voltaire, for allowing Emily to collaborate with us this mandate. I do hope that we can continue the first chapel to until the next year, the second chapel with our successors. Congratulations, and I can't wait to have more projects with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin.
Thank you, FTC Philippines. We have a new comment from. Okay, so we have a new comment from Valerie from NUSPS.
Thank you for the floor. I'm Valerie from NUSPS Singapore. So I'd like to thank Emily for having always been like so friendly and like when we had to do collaborations together, it was like very easy. Thank you for always initiating and always like agreeing with us. We look forward to more collaboration in the future.
Thank you, Valerie.
Passing the floor back to the chair.
Thank you, NUSPS Singapore. Next, we have Karakot from PSA Thailand.
Thank you for the floor. I'm Noel from IPSF Thailand. On the behalf of IPSF Thailand, I'm very thank you that you're working hard for your organization and your collaboration with Thailand. And hope we are looking forward to continue our relationship in the future and so on. And we're glad to be the good partner with you. Thank you so much. Passing the floor to Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Noel.
Thank you, PSA Thailand. We have a new comment from Injin or K-Electrical.
Thank you for the report, the Martinez Media, and all of the delegates have praised you so much, and I guess that's how much respect you earn. Thank you for the great presentation. I thought you told me you were very nervous that the presentation was brilliant. And considering your latest project, Marjorie, has just ended, I admire your passion that you're still here to give out your presentation. And just wanted to thank you for always helping out and answering my safety related questions always so well. And yeah, glad to hear our association doing your presentation quite often, and we do look for continuous collaboration with you, and hope we will be invited to your Taiwan International Congress next year. So thank you.
Thank you, Mingay.
Thank you, Kena, Republic of Korea. The floor is still open for any new comments. We will wait for a few more seconds. Okay, I think we have no more new comments. So we're just waiting for the motion for the speaking form to update. We have a new comment. Okay, I think there are no more new comments. We are now closing the discussion, and we are now voting on This motion 48, which states this, the 25% Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of PSA Taiwan for 2022 to 23. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those voting for, please raise your voting cards. I see 11. Okay, you may now put on your voting cards. Results are out. We have 11 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstains. Congratulations, PSA Taiwan. Motion carried unanimously. We'll be going to the next motion. We'll just be waiting for the parliamentary system to update. Okay, the motion has now been updated. So we are now on motion 49, which states this: the IPSF Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report to contact person of UZPSA Uzbekistan for 2022 to 33. UZPSA Uzbekistan has not been able to send a delegation to APPS and the Regional Assembly, and they have not been able to start there. So we would like now to open the floor for discussion for this motion. Okay, we have a POI from Amy at Secretary.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. My name is Amy, I'm the Secretary for the Senate. Just a bit of background, IPSF APRO, we did try and contact the PSA Uzbekistan for their annual reports. However, we still have not received the annual reports after certain communications, and so that is why it's not.
Thank you, Amy. And Secretary, we have a new comment from Morrison at the CPPH.
Mr. Chair, Moses of GCPG Philippines, I would like to ask the chair regarding the balance of this association to IPSF. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Moses. I'll be back on the floor first to ideas if you are or point of information.
Thank you, Chair. This is Heidi Davis of APRO RO. So, for the submission of annual report 2024, me and Ms. Amy have been contacting, Ms. A through the person who actually got used PSA into IPSF. So the person was involved in the membership application and who was very active in making communication with us, which is Ms. Montuna. We maintained contact with her. Unfortunately, back in April, she underwent a surgery. So she wasn't able to reply to messages ever since the surgery happened. The last time we followed up, we asked her condition, and she couldn't really give a clear answer. We already reminded her about the deadlines multiple times, but yet there was no avail for the submission. Regarding the financial balance of the association, we will have to refer back to you regarding that. Or yeah, that's the information.
Thank you, Heidi. I'm RO. Let me just check really quickly on the latest status so that we have it on the RA date.
Stop. Yeah.
Okay, so for the question on the outstanding balance of UCPSA, they didn't have an outstanding balance and they were able to pay it. Yeah, they were able to pay their balance for UCPSA. And I believe we have a POI from Amy, I accept you. Proceed.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. This is Amy, I'm the paper secretary. So this had a bit of technical issue, but we actually do have the annual report from this CSA Uzbekistan. So we are actually able to show it to the regional executive of that.
Thank you. So we can have the annual report for UCPSA Uzbekistan shown on the stage. Okay, thank you. So we are still in the open discussion. And I would just like to clarify, so the mistake was made because UCPSA Uzbekistan did not pass their annual report to the General Assembly, but they did pass the presentation to the Regional Assembly. So we are now still in the open discussion. If there are any comments that are necessary to put it in the speakers one or let us go ahead. Figure this. A few more seconds for the open discussion. I see there are none. We are now closing the floor for discussion, and we are voting on this motion, motion number 49, which states this: the 25th IPSF APRO Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact tracing of UCPSA Uzbekistan for 2022. All those voting against, please read the voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting card. I see none. All those voting for, please raise your voting cards. I see 11. Thank you. We now vote them now. Results are in. We have 11 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstain. So congratulations to UCPS Uzbekistan. Motion carried unanimous. Okay, we are moving on to the next motion number 50, which states that this, the IPSF APRO Constitutional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of the new HCMPO Vietnam for 2022 to 23. So they were not able to send a delegation to APPS and Regional Assembly. So we will be showing their annual report on it. Thank you. So we would like to assess the board if we are okay with proceeding with the open discussion. Please raise your green and voting card. If you are okay with proceeding in the open discussion, okay, I see green. We are now proceeding to the open discussion. If there are any new comments, please raise your finger, or you may also use this phone. A few more seconds for the open discussion. Okay, so I see that there are no new comments. We will now be closing the floor for discussion. And we are now voting on this motion number 50, which states this is the 25th IPSF Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact person of VNU HCMPO Vietnam for 1922. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those voting for, please raise your voting cards. I see 11. You may now put down your votes. Thank you. Results are in. We have 11 votes for, 0 against, and 0 abstains. Congratulations to Venue HCM Bill Vietnam. Motion carried unanimously. So we are now moving on to the next motion. So our motion now is motion number 52, which states that if the IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the updated report of the 23rd IPSF Asia Pacific Pharmaceutical Symposium 2024. So we are now giving the floor to the representatives from the reception committee from PSAT Thailand for APPS.
Good afternoon and Sawasdee krab. I am Noel Hong, the VP of the PSAT Thailand. We want to update and our 23rd APS 2024 in Thailand. First, the content is okay. For the content is we are gonna talk about the introduction, APPS, sponsorship, timeline on preparation, and TST. All right. So now we're gonna have in the theme that we call pharma safety. Exploring the magic enhancement of Thailand with our journey and satisfying the base. Tentative dates and number of people. We would like to have a LIT on 27 to 30 June and APPS on 1st to 7 July and PST on 7 to 9 July. We hope our guide come to our event. The target number is 350 delegates. So here is the schedule. It's quite similar to APPS 2023. And we have happened next like this. All right, we're gonna have the venue in Chiang Mai. Peaceful city overshadowed by the mountain Suthep, historic center of northern Thailand. At Chiang Mai, we have 39 destinations, including Doha, Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, Hong Kong, Kuala Lumpur, Sydney, Seoul, Singapore, Taipei, Manila, and the rest 39 destinations from all over the world. So here is our partner and also our partner with the TSET, which is TSET is our sponsorship. Here is accommodation. We're gonna have it in a central riverside hotel in Chiang Mai. So here is the venues. We have in Chiang Mai of Thailand, we have two universities. One is the Chiang Mai University, which have a student about 35,000 and pharmaceutical student about 900 students. And another university is the Payam University, have 284 pharmaceutical students. Also in the north part of Chiang Mai, we also have University of Payam and Naresuan University. which is we are ready to welcoming all of you guys. For souvenir to our delegates, we have a bag and also the snack in Thailand. As we know, we welcoming you guys. We do not let you guys hungry at any second. Okay, and portable A5 water bottle and t-shirt and umbrella. Next, please. So let's talk about the symposium. The symposium one is about industrial field of study, and symposium two is the beneficial of cannabis according to the current evidence. Symposium three is how to make successful market in the pharmaceutical industry. And the last symposium is very interesting. It's about Thai herb conquering health issues. For the workshop, we have a drug compounding, drug analysis, and design drug store. For our workshop, we have a Thai traditional game for San Umbrella Handcraft, Thailand, and Thai language. In the competition, we have CSE, CE, PCE, and ISE. So about hackathon, we're gonna use the knowledge that we learned from symposium 4, and for every participant can join us and win together. For the campaign, we have a general hunt in a public health campaign. So we're gonna have divide participants into a 10 group to rotate in 10 campaign spot in the team of competition, which are the participant skill and content tasks that relate to the public health issues.
Yeah, for the social night, we have two next slide, please. First one is welcoming party is started from day zero. You can enjoy a buffet of noted food like a canto style while watching the traditional performance. Also, for the next slide is the Thai night. For the Thai night, you will enjoy the night with the exhibition on Thai culture where you can experience different from four regions of Thailand. And next slide is. For the top night, we will invite the alumni to be like a alumni reunion, and you will can take some information that alumni will talk show about the IPSF or IPSF APRO also. For the next slide. Yeah, the international night will allow each country to explain about your country that you want to present with their exhibition, food, and the stage show also. Every night we bring you to explore the local street food of this charming city like the night. And for the gala night, you can enjoy a fancy night like gathering memories and get friendship. Also, unexpected crowd light and sound. For the registry, the LAT is covering 182 euros, and for the first phase, we will be station open on the 15th December for 330 euros. For the second phase is for 350 euros, and it will be open on the 15th January for 2024, and the third phase will be for 370 euros, and the registration will open on the 15th February. Next, please. For the alumni package, it will be for 55 euros per night. But if that join for 7 nights will be for only 260 euros. For the post-symposium, we will have the 3 choices that you will choose one, like Phuket, which is the north and south part of Thailand, or Bangkok, which is the capital of Thailand also, or Chiang Rai is the northern part of Thailand. It has a beautiful temple like you can see in the picture. For the potential partner and sponsorship, we will have the Pharmaceutical Association of Thailand, the Royal Nation will be the partner of us, and for T-Cell Thailand its Thailand Convention and its Mission Bureau. They will be supported for like no elementary people like a hotel or anything else. So we can reach the budget to decide anything else to make you be more comfort in this event also. And for the Tourism Authority of Thailand will waiting for that for sponsor approval. And then if the expected partner we will ask for it and people will be they confirm us to be our sponsor also. And next thing, these are another expected sponsorship that we can have the power to contact them to be sponsor of us. Next is, this is program report we have decided in a schedule that you can see in this slide, or we solve the accommodation or transportation and vehicles also, and we're looking for sponsorship and partnership. We acquired Pharmaceutical Association of Thailand as a potential partner and TCET as a sponsor, like I mentioned before. For Phase one, we will include phase one staff and finalize the official logo of APS Thailand 2024 as we see in the all of the slide in the slide of that. That is the logo of APS. So and finalize we decided the APS Thailand theme and activities. We open APS bank account. Currently recruit second phase of staff and currently in the process of reaching out to the tourism authority of Thailand. And these are the timeline of us, like August with 5 months. Yeah. Okay. Last but not least, we have some mention from chairperson of APPS or back over. Like she do apologize for not being able to join the 25 IA. However, she and her team will do their best, create one of the most memorable Asia Pacific Pharmaceutical Symposium, and looking forward to welcome you all to the APPS 2024 in Chiang Mai, Thailand. All from Pizza Thailand. Thank you.
Thank you, Pizza Thailand. We're now opening the floor for discussion. If there are any new comments, please use the speaker form or use the physical fingers. So we have a new comment from Rene from MFFUI Indonesia.
Thank you for the floor. I'm Bernal from the Indonesia. I'd like to ask regarding the dates. The reasoning of the dates have been chosen. That was July 1 to 7 9. I want to know the considerations and knowing that APPS would have RA and ODs will be to attend. I'm kind of concerned about whether it will hit the exams of certain countries. I want to know the reason why we picked the dates of the July 1 to 7. Thank you.
Thank you, MFFUI Indonesia. Back the floor to Pizza Thailand.
For me, I'm gonna answer the question on behalf of the committee. I think this time is the best time for Thai staff that we can come together and make this event going smooth and happen with happily and coming out in the best performance.
Thank you, Pizza Thailand. We have a direct comment from Rena, then of MFFUI Indonesia.
You are from Indonesia. Thank you for the answer. I think that is great that you based it on the timeline, but I'd like to suggest to make like a CP form for them to submit whether the dates they would be available to attend. So the days will be fixed for everyone because if it's only based on one country, then the other countries might not be able to. So I think that would be my suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, for your Indonesia. We are just waiting for the speaking list to be accepted.
It's not.
Mine is.
Okay, we have a new comment from Evelyn from Indonesia.
Thank you for the floor here. My name is Evelyn, the VP of Government here in Indonesia. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. I would like to ask, you mentioned having an alumni package for IPSF 2024. So what are the efforts you're doing to successfully invite alumni to IPSF? That is all, thank you.
Thank you very much, for your Indonesia. I'll be passing over now to Lisa. Okay, we have a clarification of Lisa.
Thank you for the question. I would like to have from the code to clarify again, please.
Okay, thank you. So we're from there, if you can repeat your question.
Okay, so my question was, thank you for the chair, my name is Evelyn, the VP of Government here in Indonesia. So my question was, you mentioned having an alumni package for IPSF 2024. What are the efforts you're doing to successfully invite those alumni to IPSF?
Thank you very much, for your Indonesia. Passing the floor back to Lisa.
Yeah, because we know that have many alumni really like to join the NGBS, but they don't have the chance. So it's a good chance for them to participate in the alumni by the alumni package, and also to share the experience with the whole world what's going on the life after study, and the student, because students gonna know that what they're gonna see next after they have a graduation. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa and Helen. We're just waiting for the speaking list to be updated. We have a new comment from Joshua from FGC.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm not sure if that is the Philippines. I'd like to drop the comment.
Okay, thank you, Joshua. Comment drop. We'll be moving on to the next speaker, Vinaya from IPSF APRO.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. I'm Vinaya from IPSF APRO Indonesia. I would like to ask that 350 participants is quite a large target. And what will be your strategies to achieve that number of participants? Thank you.
Thank you, HMF APITP, for the question. We will now be giving the floor to Lisa.
Okay, for the strategy that we're gonna use is that the first thing we start from the first thing is to this APPS, we start with the participants about 100, and for today we're gonna start the APPS 2024 by presenting all the interesting of the slide and through all the CP from every country, and we're gonna promote it on the online platform. And as you know, Thailand is very famous in tourist for country for tourism. So be sure that we can make participant at 350 and to be possible. And I want to share something more.
And so for this year, the participant in for 22nd is around 130. So you can decide to be the next year have more participants around the IPS APRO to come to join Thailand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lisa Thailand. So just a point of information, we have Tango, the acting APPS chairperson 2024 in a Zoom room now to help answer questions for Lisa Thailand. For the technical committee, if you can have the Zoom room shown on the projector. Please wait, we're just gonna be having some technicals. Tango is here. Tango, sorry, can we confirm if you can hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Tango, can you message again?
Pardon? Can you repeat?
Tango, sorry, can we confirm if you can hear us?
Yes. Am I delayed? I'm not sure. Oh.
Tango, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sorry, can I confirm with us if you can hear Tango with the microphone near the microphone?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, great. So we will be moving forward with the discussion. So we have a direct comment from Hao Chen Li from PSA Taiwan.
Hi, thank you, Chair, for the floor. This is the Chair of IPSF Taiwan. So regarding the 350 participant target, I strongly suggest that PSAC to give us a very clear timeline for promotion because April is a very big region. So for everyone to do the promotion for APS, I think PSAC should give us a clear timeline of when we start promoting APS and which time and like your goal in each phase. Thank you.
Thank you, PSA Taiwan. I'll be passing the floor to PSA Thailand. So either the delegates present offline or Tango, you can answer.
Excuse me, can I have a clarification since I think I cannot hear you guys well. It's like I hear like the sound from the speaker and something is interrupt each other.
Okay, we have a technical. Tango, can we confirm if this is still happening now? We just removed some echo from the live stream.
Yes, maybe can you type the question for me since I cannot hear you guys well from the meeting room.
Okay, maybe we can have someone from the people to help on the question. If we have one there. Okay, can we have a repeat of the question for PSA Taiwan?
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. So the question is that can PSAC describe a specific timeline for APS promotion for the next year? Thank you.
Thank you, PSA Taiwan. So while technical team is typing it out, I believe the question was if you can have a specific timeline for APPS next year. Promotion for APPS. Yeah.
Yes, as we mentioned on the timeline, we will have the promotion um during the November, right after we got the APPS account, and also we will promote our promotional material in the APPS online platform, and also we will still promote the event via our platform, which is Facebook and Instagram of PSAT Thailand. So um, we can reach out to our student as well. So we will reach out to the foreign pharmacy student and also Thai pharmacy student. Have I answered your question?
Thank you, Lisa. So we have another direct comment from Vinaya from HMF API.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. I'm Vinaya from HRF API Indonesia. A follow-up question would be, if the mentioned target is not reached in a way, how will it affect the running of APPS 2024? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, HMF API. So the question is, if the target is not reached, how will it affect APPS 2024? Can I have a clarification? We are talking about the target participants, right? Okay, so if the target participants are not reached, how is it going to affect APPS 2024? I give the floor back to Seth to answer the question.
So may I have the floor now?
Yep, you have the floor now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the floor. So as I have talked to the chairperson of APPS 2023, and we have like already know that we have some concern about the participant targets. So we have already planned to start the registration phase earlier. So as you can see, we plan to start it on the middle of December. So if the participant cannot get to the number of participants cannot get to the target number, we still have time to extend the registration phase for the third phase. And also we have an official partner in Thailand that can support us no matter whatever happen, and we are working early to make the expectations happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa and Thailand. We'll be now moving on to the next comment. So we have Mr. Lim Eater from NUSPS Singapore.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. I would like to, I'm Peter from the USPS. I'd like to drop the question because I think it's been answered in the previous discussion. Thank you for taking the floor back to Chair.
Okay, thank you. We now have a new comment from Gita from IPSF APRO.
Okay, thank you so much, Chair. I'm Peter from IPSF. I would like to ask if you have any provisions such as discounted group package. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, IPSF Indonesia. So again, the question is if APPS 2024 will have any packages such as discounted group packages. So I'll be passing the floor now to PSAT Thailand.
Yes, I have already discussed about this topic with my team, and we think that we could make it happen, but right now we have not planned for the group package yet. But as soon as we have the group package decided, we will let you guys know. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, PSAT Thailand. So we will be moving on to the next new comment. from Yoga from Indonesia. So, thank you.
Yoga from Indonesia. I'm sorry that my question is already asked, so we would like to drop the new comment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, comment drop. Next new comment we have from Rafi from UI Indonesia.
Thank you, Chair. Rafi from the UI Indonesia. I'd like to ask, as has been mentioned before, APPS 2023 will have included alumni package with a special price tag on it. So my question is, how will the APPS 2023 committee work together with the next year's RRO to secure the alumni? Thank you. Passing the floor back to the Chair.
Okay, thank you, UI Indonesia. So just repeating the question. Since we will be having alumni sessions for APPS 2024, how is the APPS reception committee going to be working with next year's RWG to promote the same for the alumni? So again, the question is for the alumni package. Sorry. Passing the floor now to Lisa.
Okay, so I think as far as I know that the ESCO have the position of alumni coordinator, right? So I think we have to collaborate between RWG and the ESCO, and also in PSAT Thailand we also have the alumni who is also the alumni of IPSF as well. If you know Chinmi, yes, so she will be one of our advisor to give us any suggestion about the alumni package. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa and Thailand. So if we can update the speaking list, please. Okay, so we're ready to update the speaking list. Here we have a new comment from Vinaya from HMF APITB.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. Vinaya from HMF APITB Indonesia. I have another question. How will you be keeping the RC motivated during the 1 year of preparation for APPS 2024? Thank you.
Thank you, HMF APITB. So again, just repeating the question, how will you keep the RC motivated during the 1 year of preparation for APPS 2024? The floor is given to Lisa Tyler.
Okay, so for my work expectation, I think the passion is the most important thing for me to work in any kind of work. So so as far as we working now, we try to already have our staff to always stay motivating, and we always have the plan so they cannot miss their academic tasks and also our tasks. And every time when we have the meeting, I always like cheer up, and we work together like the family, like the siblings. So we keep the work atmosphere in good vibes. Yes, and also we just plan to recruit more staff so we can have like more new wives to motivate the process of the event. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Lisa and Thailand. We're moving on to the next new comment from Moises FTC.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Moises FTC Philippines. Hi, panel. This is not a question, but just a comment, and I would like to commend the publication team or the design team for a very well-made logo. I think a lot of event organizers have been neglecting the power of branding as well as the power of publicity materials. And this might be an answer to the questions of the ODC regarding the how you will be increasing the participation or the registrants for this APPS. I think one thing you can do in order to increase your number of participation is to ensure that the branding of your publicity materials are well connected with your logo. Because if the participants are able, sorry to the minutes, if the participants are able to see that this kind of event is professional, I think a lot of people will be joining this kind of competition. So ensure that the branding, the colors, and the logos are well made and they are aligned together. I think that would help a lot in promoting APPS next year. Thank you.
Thank you, FTC Philippines. Do we have any comments from the assembly? Okay, so we have a few more seconds to get your
Can I say thank you for the suggestion?
I'm sorry, channel, please talk when the floor is good.
Sorry for that. I cannot hear you, Bill.
Sorry, Daniel, we will be meeting you first. Sorry. Okay, so are there any new comments from the floor? Giving a few more seconds. Okay, I see that there are none, so we will now be closing the floor for discussion and we will now be voting on this motion. Motion number 52 is the 25th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the updated report of the 23rd IPSF Asia Pacific Pharmaceutical Symposium 2024. All those voting against, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those abstaining, please raise your voting cards. I see none. All those voting for, please raise your voting cards. Okay, I see 11. Thank you. Okay, thank you. You may now put down your voting cards. Congratulations to the APPS RC. So at this point, we've reached the end of our scheduled regional assembly for today. I would like to ask the floor if they would like to suspend the standing orders. Do we have a proposer? Proposed by NZEM New Zealand and seconded by FTC Philippines. We will now be voting on this procedural motion. All those against suspending the standing orders, please raise your voting cards. I see none. Motion passed unanimously. We have not suspended the standing orders, but we will be having a roll call. Passing the floor to Amy at 70%.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. This is Amy, IPSF APRO Secretary. I'll just be reading the association names. Please raise your hand or motion card or voting card to indicate your presence. Next in here is Makasi, Indonesia. Thank you. APS Japan, Japan. Thank you. NZEM New Zealand. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, next Republic of Korea. Thank you. NUSPS Singapore. Thank you. PZ Thailand. Thank you. Benefit Indonesia. 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 Thank you. Asian ICP Indonesia. Thank you. The Philippines. Thank you. And USA Taiwan. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So we will be continuing our regional assembly tomorrow at 1 p.m. We will not have a morning session for our meeting tomorrow. And then for everyone's information, we will be starting with the motion on GPPE's update report. And then after that, we will be directly proceeding to the election of the next regional working group. So please make sure to read the nomination forms on the updated proposal of the regional assembly. Thank you. There are reminders from Mary, our daily cluster.
Okay, hi everyone, sorry to keep you waiting for a bit, I'm just gonna let you know. There, okay, sorry, I just gonna let you know that tomorrow we'll be having a public health campaign first. All of you please be ready, like the usual time.